When it comes to Shreveport, Louisiana, most think of the maze of Kansas City Southern or Union Pacific rails. But just south of the city alongside Highway 1, the port of Shreveport-Bossier is host to a 3,200-acre industrial park with access to multiple methods of transportation including barges on the Red River, trucking, and rail. I figured that I was well overdue for a visit to the port, so in August 2020 I decided to visit the operation. Thanks to the several public roads that run throughout the port, viewing the operations is a piece of cake. We arrived to find a pair of former U.S. Army Baldwin RS-4TC locomotives. It seems that these pair of classic engines no longer serve any of the industries, but it was certainly something you don't find often these days. The port's rail crew is seen lining its train back into the Benteler warehouse to pick up a few pieces of rolling stock, where it will then take to their small yard near the Union Pacific interchange. In charge of today's work is certainly a classic locomotive. GMTX number 607 is an EMD GP7R locomotive that was built in 1951. Originally built for the Rock Island, 607 would later join the CNW, where there it would be rebuilt into a GP7R. It later moved to the AKND and then to SILX before falling under GMTX reporting marks. Even though the high hood has been chopped, the majority of its CNW paint has remained, including the original numbers still showing on the side of the locomotive. Genesee and Wyoming's rail link is in charge of the port's rail operations. They took over these operations in 2019 and can most likely explain why the Baldwins aren't in use anymore. Here we see the old Jeep serve the Pratt Industry warehouse, making multiple switching moves. The city of Shreveport has served as a significant port since the 1830s. Back when moving goods by waterways was the primary method of transportation, Shreveport was actually more economically important than Dallas and Fort Worth. Ironically, the railway changed that. The Port of Shreveport-Bossier opened back in 1995 and has since moved countless amounts of cargo by rail, truck, and barge. It served as a distribution center for over 30 million people in cities such as Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, and a few others. According to the port's website, UPS ranked them in the top 5 cities in the United States with the largest population in next-day delivery. With Pratt Industries served, the crew began to wrap up its day. It would take its cut of freight cars towards the interchange and tie down the locomotive for the day. I hope you've enjoyed this video of this classic locomotive and overview of distribution operations in the Port of Shreveport. Be sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks for watching.